For those of you who love Christmas crafting but are looking for something a little bit different to make, today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful vintage Christmas mini book. For those of you who want to follow along and make your own books, I've included details of the digital that I've used in the description below. What I love about these mini books is that with no measuring and no sewing, they're super easy to make. We're simply going to repeat 3 steps to make the cover and the inside pages. We're going to cut, fold and glue. Before we get crafting, I'd just like to welcome you to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Natalie. I'm the founder and creator behind Well Loved Journals. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Let's check out the kit we'll be using today. This kit has over 20 pages of digital images, all beautifully created to add a real vintage charm to your Christmas mini book. Some of you may recognise the photographs and postcards in this kit, as they're actually miniatures from some of the other kits that I have in my shop. I've also included a large selection of book pages for you to choose from. When it comes to printing your kit, standard printer paper is absolutely perfect for the inside pages. However, for the cover and for the ephemera, you're going to need something a bit sturdier. I chose to use 230 GSM matte photo paper. We're going to start by making the cover. Start by cutting out the cover of your choice. We now want to score down the fold lines. I'm using a scalpel because I actually want to break through the printed layer so that the white of the card underneath is exposed. When I later come to ink the outside of the cover, it will just give it an extra aged feel. Now we're going to fold the cover in half and then we're going to slowly start to form the book shape. So bend down the spine, and as you can see, it's starting to come together. And there you have it. Now we're going to open it back up again, and we're going to add plenty of glue to the back of the book cover. We're now going to fold the paper in half again, and we're going to reform the book shape. Make sure all your edges are lined up and that it's securely glued together. Now you should have a nice and sturdy cover. If you want a more pristine look to your cover, just score with something blunt. So now to make the inside pages. How many pages you'll need for the inside of your book will vary depending on how you want your book to look. Using between 16 and 18 pages should allow your book to lie flat, but if you like a big gaiter mouth, then 25 pages should be sufficient. I know some people really hate a bulging gaiter mouth, but you could always wrap red and white twine or ribbon around your book to keep it closed. Here you can see how different your book will look depending on the number of pages you use. Once you've cut out all your book pages, you just need to start folding them all in half. Make sure the printed side is on the inside. Once you've folded all your pages in half, you're now ready to start gluing them all together. Now you're simply going to glue the back of one half page to the back of another half page, making sure that the images stay on the inside. You can see now how we're doubling the thickness of the pages by gluing them together. This is why we only want to print the inside pages of our mini book on standard thin printer paper. Otherwise the pages will just become too bulky. Make sure that you keep checking that the edges are all lined up correctly. You can now see that your book is starting to form. Just keep gluing and adding pages until you have enough. This little book is such a fun Christmas crafting project. Last year I actually added thread to mine and hung them from the Christmas tree. I'm thinking about this year using them with tags on my presents. It's also just worth checking as you go along, just to make sure that you haven't stuck anything in upside down. You can see just how straightforward it is to make this little book. You really do just need to cut, fold and glue. It is worth just occasionally checking with your book cover just to see how the pages will look inside your book and just how flat it'll lie. It'll just give you an idea as to whether you need to add a few extra pages like I did here. Remember to just keep checking that your pages are lined up correctly. It's also just worth checking just to see if any of your pages have stuck together, like they have here. It's fine, you just need to carefully separate them. I want to add just a few more pages here. I'm just going to check my pages inside the cover again, and that looks absolutely perfect. I've got just the right number of pages there. A final check just to make sure that everything looks okay in my book. I absolutely love this. Perfect. We now just need to attach our inside pages to our cover. We're now going to glue the spine wrap over the folded edges of the book pages. This should hold everything neatly together and it will give us a nice stable edge, allowing us to easily glue the pages into our book cover. Using a strong glue, we're going to attach our book pages to the spine of our cover. If you want to use as a hanging decoration, you could add just a little bit of thread into the spine at this point. Ideally, you want to clip your book together at this stage just until the glue is perfectly dry, or weight down under books. Now to finish off our mini book, we're going to glue patterned paper to the inside of the front and the back covers. This just neatens everything up and also improves the structural integrity of the book, as well as giving it a real vintage book feel. You'll notice the book I'm finishing off here just has plain pages in it. I love to make different sorts of mini books. This would be great just to write little notes, messages, or even create a little junk journal. Now this stage is optional, but I do love just to ink the edges of my books. I'm trying to go for a very old vintage look, so this just adds a bit of that old vintage charm. It can also help hide any imperfections. Whilst I'm inking the edges, I could just see a couple of areas where I need to add an extra little bit of glue, but that's fine. I love how this book is starting to feel really vintage now. If you're enjoying this video and want even more Christmas crafting ideas and digitals, make sure to check out Well Loved Journals. All the links are in the description below. So you could choose to make a book just with blank pages like I have here, or an eclectic mix of pages like I've used here. You could also add some old rusty paper clips, just to add to the aged vintage feel. I like to finish off by adding some Christmas vintage ephemera. You'll find lots in the digital kit for you to choose from. Then I just like to tie my book up with a piece of ribbon or red and white twine. And there you have it, one beautiful vintage Christmas mini book. I hope you enjoyed this little Christmas project. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you in the next video.